So my name is Jeff, and I'm a person in lifelong recovery, and we're shooting this video live from Second Chance's men's graduate home here in Austin, Texas. This is our back patio, and we wind up seeing a lot of people come out here and smoke and vape and watch TV. Many people ask what's going on with sober living, and why does yours work versus something else? What I'm passionate about is actually seeing people recover, and what that does, it takes a lot of work. And if you're a mother or father, a loved one, a husband or a wife that's watching this video right now, you probably had some very frustrating, very long days. And my heart goes out to you. My encouragement is that this is an investment, and this is way more than just a house. If you're looking for the cheapest place to sort of live and keep out of the elements, we're probably not the one. But if you want a manager who's got personal lived life experience, who's been living a sober, recovered life for years, who's going to meetings, working with other people, has sponsors, and is meeting and is sponsoring other people, this is probably the place. If you're looking for somebody who's going to maintain some accountability and drug tests 3-4 times a week, breathalyze daily, manage all medications, and know and for the loved one, for you to be able to reach out and speak to somebody and be able to get an update, this is probably the place. What's outside of having a bigger, fancier house, what we really have is some people that actually care. And in my experience, if I had to summarize recovery down to just a one word, it would be identity. And so what happens when we enter in alcohol and drugs, the shame literally covers up our identity, and we forget who we are, and we wind up pursuing everything in order to try to get some love, get some approval, and then when we finally can't get any more, we kind of say screw it all, and we go get loaded or drunk. And so first and foremost, what we need is a lot of encouragement from you. We need your loved one's got to be in a place where they're getting a lot of encouragement, a lot of kudos, but they're also getting some tough love. So that means that there's some boundaries that are established. There are people here that are going to hold them accountable. They're not staying up till 3 in the morning acting like a wild man just because they're sober, or spending their money like a wild man. We want to help rein that in, and that's the whole package. The reason that you would send somebody and pay to enter into a program like Second Chances is because you've got a clean, accountable, but more importantly, you've got people here that you can talk to that actually love you and care about you and want the best for you, not just in the area of recovery, but the whole package. And I call the whole package cash, credit, and career. So when you roll out of when your loved one leaves Second Chances, we want them to have finished the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace course. We want them to be making upwards of $50,000 to $60,000 a year. We want them to be able to manage that cash and be able to have savings that they've learned how to actually save. And we want their credit score to be about 150 points higher than when they rolled in the door. Why do we do all that? Well, at the end of the day, I'm pushing 50 years old. I have children of my own. I'm in recovery, and I owned businesses. I owned everything from I owned a lot of stuff: apartments, buildings, houses. I was in construction. I owned car dealerships for almost 20 years. And at the end of the day, I never saved anyone's life selling them a car, renting them an apartment, or building a house. And one day, soon, sooner than later, right? Because I'm only here for a season of life. So I have to ask myself as I go to sleep, what is it that I'm actually doing, and am I making a difference? And so I've decided that the rest of my life would be in the service of other people. And being in recovery myself, it's just an absolute natural fit where I can help some other people recover as I'm recovered, and be able to answer some real questions at the end of the day of did I make a difference, and be able to capture some moments hold some children, see some marriages actually restored, and some people whole that didn't have would have probably never had a chance to get there. About every third day, I'll get a phone call or a text that says, "Hey man, how are you doing? I just want to tell you I got 60 days sober. I got 90 days clean. I've been going to a meeting every day. I'm doing this, I'm doing that." And those make all the difference. And so that's why we continue to do this. That's Eric Bishop over there, our house manager. Eric's got an incredible story. He was a former pill addict for many, many years, and then wound up being a pharmacy tech at a pharmacy that we now work with today. So, pill addict turned pharmacy guy. Incredible. We help people get well, and what that looks like is not just recovered, like sober recovered, but recovered in a way that where they're seeing their families restored, they're having dinner with their kids, we have a women's home as well, and instead of some of our women making a choice to where the boyfriend or the child's father is gone and MIA because they were active in their using or their addiction whenever they got pregnant, they're actually keeping the babies. And so this year in 2019 we've had 3 babies born at Second Chances, and on top of 5 more that we've had born. A lot of people will ask me, what is it that we provide here at Second Chances? So usually a much larger home than most recovery homes. We have a cleaning service that comes in every other week and does a deep clean. Doesn't mean that you get a freebie on no chores. It just means that we have some additional help to make sure that our standards are going to remain very, very high. Our managers are recovery coaches and physically live here in the house and are virtually available 24/7 unless they're at a meeting themselves or probably helping somebody else out in recovery. All of our medications are locked up, secured, and managed and accounted for. That means that we're not only helping your medication get distributed just to you, we're monitoring that it's being taken. We're making sure that as you're getting close to running out that we've got a plan to get to a doctor, and we also utilize our own pharmacy connection. So those medications that it kills any Mickey Mouse between the pharmacy and the actual house. So the medications wind up getting delivered straight to our front door, and that way they're accounted for 100% of the time. We drug test up to 3 times a week, and we breathalyze daily as necessary. And what we want to help in a big picture is we want to help, I call it the 3 C's, and it's cash, credit, and career. So what that looks like is we have workstations here in the house. We have super Wi-Fi where you can work and put together a career type position utilizing some of our tools. We're in Austin, Texas. If 100% of the people that were seeking employment got a job today in Austin, there's still more jobs available than there are people looking for jobs. It is it's as close to Mecca as it comes, and these are not, well, at the low end, Chick-fil-A is starting at $14 an hour, if that gives you an idea of what we're working with. We have several felony-friendly connections through some major employers like Home Depot that after 30 days is going to provide benefits and insurance, including 401ks and saving plans. Other major operators, including some internal connections through Indeed. And then if you want to be a hands-on type person and you want to get out there and work with your hands and do some construction, there's a skyscraper on every corner, and we have some staff company connections that will literally, I could get you a job in 24 hours. You could be at work tomorrow morning type place. Some of the other perks and benefits, we provide all the coffee, all the
all the paper supplies and products. We have not lost a person yet to starvation, and we have charity food. Everybody gets, you share a refrigerator with only one other person, the person in your room. And so in some recovery homes, you might have a half a dozen or a dozen people sharing one refrigerator. You can't figure out whose milk is whose. In our homes, you have one other person that you're sharing that refrigerator with. In our homes, we actually have separate individual cabinets for each person's dry goods, so that your powdered donuts stay your powdered donuts and not your roommate's powdered donuts. And we set the bar a little bit higher, and it tends to attract the right people, as opposed to those that are desperate, just looking for just looking for a roof over their head. We're not just a roof over your head. We're people in recovery, but we're also going to treat each other like ladies and gentlemen in the way that they deserve. In a word, if you wouldn't bring it to grandma's house, you probably don't need to have it here. So those are some of the typical questions. Other bells and whistles: we have flat screen TVs in every room. We have cable and Hulu and Netflix and all the bells and whistles. There's more TV than you could possibly watch. What's that? Wi-Fi. We've got whatever the fastest Wi-Fi available is, and you can live stream whatever you need to. You can bring your tablets, your laptops, your phones are all welcome here at Second Chances. We're not a treatment center. We're not jail. We're not an outpatient center. This is a home where you can feel comfortable living here, and your stuff is going to remain your stuff. You have typically walk-in closets in every bedroom. We have places you can lock up your bicycles. We have garages where you can keep your scooters. We have neighbors that know exactly what we do and actually appreciate what we do. I can't speak for the rest of the block, but I can guarantee that we're the ones that are actually sober in the neighborhood. So we actually, I say that kind of jokingly. We live in a very nice neighborhoods. Our neighbors are typically engineers working at high-tech facilities in $500,000 homes and up. Those are kind of our model and our MO. So I can't imagine living a different type of life. This is the best opportunity that I could possibly have to serve other people at this point in time. Outside of maybe delivering babies or inventing a cure for cancer, I don't have a more I couldn't possibly get more joy than pouring into our guys and our gals' lives.